This is the men's room.
Forget it, man, and get with the countdown. Shake this square world and blast off for Kicksville. The Trippers, the Grasshoppers, the Hip Ones, all gathered in secrecy and flying high as a kite.
You're listening to the men's room with Miles and Thrill.
Rachel Consultant standing by for another round of Profile This. We'll take caller 9-844-999. Ola, you will play Profile This coming up in minutes. And we do have your headlines on the way 1 hour from now. First, quick check into Mike Hawk for some of the stories and headlines he is not working on.
All right, a woman in Florida paid $3.70 at a Walmart self-checkout for $1,800 worth of things.
That's how you do it, right?
She said that they were supposed to be nice gifts for her husband.
Oh, that's sweet.
Well, if you'd paid for them, they could have been.
I don't understand how this works. Did she get $1,800 worth of stuff, go through the self-checkout, and then only have less than $4 with her?
No, she actually just tried to use the self-checkout, and it was so frustrating to tell her to keep taking things out of her bag, put them back in the bag, reset this. The manager come over, she said, you know what? F this. I'm taking it all home. I'm tired of it.
Tired of it, damn it.
That's what happened. It takes a genius to operate one of those things.
You have that much trouble with the self-checkout?
Admittedly, yes.
Okay.
Admittedly, yes. It is so frustrating.
I don't like the self-checkout.
Matter of fact, I haven't used one in a couple of years because of it.
But our incompetence keeps cashiers employed.
Yeah, that's another point.
I was going to say, I just don't like to use it as like humans to have jobs.
I always feel like I'm being stared at, too, man.
Yeah.
Like, if I had to stay in the line and wait for the cashier, no one gives you a look. You just ring your stuff up, off you go. Man, you do that self-checkout, I'm telling you, look around. You'll find whoever works security, they're looking at you.
The best thing about the self-checkout is when you don't have a bag, so you don't get that look like you're the guy who didn't bring their bags.
Right.
So if you don't have a bag, that's the only time I'd recommend doing it. But it'll still be frustrating as hell, and you'll still want to cuss someone out when you're done.
That's the only thing that's frustrating me right now is that I never have to use to pay for the bags. They used to just give you a paper bag, but now I got to pay a nickel every time I use.
That's because you're supposed to bring your own bag, Mike. Can't you tell by the look on my face you're an idiot?
So you want to use your own bags.
They do that. They do that.
Why though?
Because they want to have less waste. One of the problems they ran into, which no one anticipated, was that early on, people buy chicken, ground beef, you name it. You throw it in your bag. That's great. Well, people don't wash out their bags.
No.
And they go to the grocery store and go again, and then they started cross-contaminating food. And some people were having some trouble early on in this whole experiment.
Well, then who just walks into a store with their own bag? I used to get followed around for that crap.
Hey, I get followed around anyway.
It's not that crazy to have your own grocery bag.
We're going backwards,
Mike.
Ted. I'm telling you.
Mike, you can turn the corner on this.
I can?
Yes.
Yeah.
They hire people at grocery stores just to mean mug people who don't bring their bag. They do. Can you mean mug people who don't bring their bag in? All right, well, you're going to stand at the end of every frickin' aisle in here and just give them a stare down.
They already do that if I don't give $1 to burn victims.
Why wouldn't you give $1 to burn
It's
victims?
$1, Mike.
Did I actually tell you guys about my story?
No, you're horrible.
I went through a Taco Bell one time, and he asked if I wanted to give $1 to burn victims, and I had no money at the time, but I apparently had enough for Taco Bell. And I said, no, thank you. He says, okay, I'm sure they're fine.
Damn.
Savage.
Good for that, dude. Jesus.
I give $1 every time now. Jackass. All right, researchers have found the top city for retiring in the United States.
Scottsdale, Arizona.
No, I read this. Yeah, you're not even close. You won't believe it.
Pittsburgh.
Pennsylvania?
Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, United States of America, North America, Western Hemisphere, planet Earth.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Pittsburgh.
I won't even. I know you're not working on it. I don't know if I'd buy their explanation.
Look. My brother lives in Pittsburgh. My sister lives in Pittsburgh. I've always had a great time in Pittsburgh.
We're talking about retirees, however.
But it's cloudy, it's gray, it's cold, it's wet, and it really goes through a pretty brutal winter. So
yeah, that's what I mean.
Pittsburgh is a wonderful city. It's just, weather-wise, if you're thinking of retiring to a place that's warm, climate-wise, it's just not going to be that. But it's going to be everything else. It's going to be everything else you want without climate, beaches, relaxation, all those things.
Mm-hmm. All right, it says sometimes jokes just write themselves. Washington, D.C. is the home of America's largest collection of parasites.
Yeah.
Really?
I'm sure no one's had fun with that headline.
Ted, you didn't know that? You grew up there.
I didn't.
You parasite-riddled son of a bitch.
I never had a parasite.
Okay.
I had a buddy that had one.
What do you have?
I don't know. He just had a hole in one of his butt cheeks.
Just got a...
Not the one between, but a separate...
No, like on the cheek.
Oh.
He actually had a bug burrow into his butt.
I don't know. Maybe it was like...
A worm, a bug, whatever, man.
He got a hole,
Does a parasite mean a small insect?
got a hole on the other side, bend over, looked like he wanted tic-tac-toe.
Parasite is something that benefits off of your.
I was thinking it was like MRSA or something like that.
Okay, that's the parasite would be like a tapeworm or something like that.
Right.
All
I like one of those things
I don't know what a parasite is. That story was wrong. I
Something
apologize.
that
But now
benefit
we
from
know your
pain.
friend had a separate hole in his butt cheek.
Yeah, he
I
did.
think it'd be cool, like for like 1 week, to have one of those kind of fish that hang off your arm like a shark has.
Oh, yeah, just
Suckerfish?
follow you around. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, they just latch on, man. And then you're.
I'm a messy eater, so I
You
have
just
this
want to get in
fish.
the bath, Miles, and then just have that little fish go to town.
Yeah,
all
exactly.
right?
He's just sitting there hanging
And
on.
you find out where actually you really are dirty.
He's like a Roomba for your body.
The body Roomba.
A man pulled a gun out of Walmart in Maine after another man pointed out that his shoe was untied.
Oh, boy.
Isn't that a nice thing to do?
You would
Right.
think that it is.
Like, hey, man, you might want to tie your shoe.
I'm just
How
wondering
about
how,
I shoot you in the face?
how aggressively he told him that his shoe was untied.
Yeah, what do you say that someone's going to pull out
Oh,
a gun?
dumbass, your shoe's untied. Your mom never teach you? I don't know.
Maine's a little different.
Okay, bro, just
say
say
the least.
untied's cool.
Yeah,
It's
maybe
good
he
luck.
went up real aggressive. Like, you must be one of the dumbest SOBs I ever met. Your shoes aren't even tied.
You dumb son of a
Oh,
bitch.
I've been to Maine, man. You know, they like, you know, they have one problem in Maine.
Their governor?
Bostonites coming up here for the summer. All they do is bitch about people from Boston. It's like, what's the problem? They bring money up here? Like, hey, they just come up here and they just crowd everything in the summer suck. Jesus Christ, people, relax.
They got great water.
Yeah, well, they've got nice
That's what I've heard.
If you're into lighthouses and stuff, Maine's a great place to be.
Or Stephen King books.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but you can read those anywhere.
True. Jails in Chicago were sued by public defenders over inmates pleasuring themselves, and it revealed that the men who spent 30 days without doing it would be rewarded with pizza.
Wait, why are
30
you going
days?
to give me pizza because I can't, do what I got to do for 30 days?
Right.
Why do you care if I handle... There's not a lot going on in prison. I'm not getting conjugal visits, man.
Okay, but where...
It's me and the Palm Pilot, brother.
My
Sorry.
wonder is that in prison, man, do they really care about where it lands? I mean, who's got to go in there and clean that crap up?
I mean, it's your cell. I think you care the most.
Not forever, though. That's the
And
thing.
your cellmate.
Mike, was it pizza, like delivery from outside, or just pizza they were going to make at the prison?
I am not working on it, Ted. I have no idea what kind of pizza it was.
Yeah, I track with you there. If it's
Right.
homemade pizza, like, whatever, dude.
Sure.
Right, like if this is just standard cafeteria pizza, no. But if you're going to send in like
Domino's or something? Like,
yeah,
okay.
I'll take a 30-day break.
I would try.
Well, I mean, pizza ranks up there with certain pleasures.
I'd masturbate with the pizza.
You're wild.
A Santa in New Jersey was arrested for having a crack pipe next to his Santa costume in the front seat of his car.
Because he's a crack ho-ho-ho.
Hasn't anyone seen Bad Santa? Why would this surprise anybody? do you want hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of children sitting on your lap that you don't know for hours at a time while you sit in a shopping mall?
Well, I
Ask
think he has the
yourself
crack.
the people that are okay with that.
Yes. And then that should explain everything.
And finally, a man was researching the Chagos Islands when he stumbled upon this.
What the hell's that?
I'll tell you all about it 1 hour from now.
Thank you, Mike Hawk. Headlines are coming up 1 hour from now. First, the game is...
The Men's Room presents Profile
And
This.
Stephen Throwhill, please tell everyone how Profile This is played.
Well, I sure can, Miles. It's a simple game where we share with you a real-life news story, something that happened right here on planet Earth. Earth. And as you listen to the story, based on the stereotypes you believe to be true of people and the decisions that people make, we'll ask you what it is you think makes the story a story. Hello, Tyler. Welcome to the Men's Room.
Hi, guys.
Hola. All right, Tyler, you understand how this here game is played?
Of course.
All right, here's your story. We go to Rockdale County, Georgia, where a teacher is in serious trouble after he was caught on camera threatening to, quote, put a bullet through a student's head. The 25-second video was posted to Facebook late last week by the mother of the student who was being addressed during the incident. Now, the post doesn't show all of what happened, and some of the speech is muffled, but you can see the teacher in the back of the classroom talking to a student. And he says, quote, I'm being serious, dude. If you F with me, you're going to be in big-ass trouble, okay? Don't smile at me, man. That's how people like you get shot. I got to bet that by the time you're 21, somebody's going to put a bullet right through your head, okay? And it might be me who does it. That's a quote from the teacher, by the way. Now, at least one student can be heard in the background gasping, although I'd argue they're laughing. But the mother said, look, she received a call from the administration informing her of what happened. Now, she admitted that her son's behavior caused the incident, but was still outraged by the terroristic threats made against her son, saying, quote, I want him fired, and I want him fired. and I want him fired, and I want charges pressed against him. The school, meanwhile, is investigating the incident. I don't know where it stands now, but my question for you is, do you believe that this angry teacher is black, white, Mexi, or Jew?
I'm leaning white, but I'm just curious what you guys think.
I'm leaning white by the way he used the word dude. Not that Mexican black people don't use the word dude, they just use it in a different way. I think the way he said everything and the way he set everything up, this guy is clearly white. Like, look, if I'm a black teacher, I'm like, you're going to get yours. I'm not going to specifically say put a bullet into your head or whatever the deal is. It was too specific.
Look, man,
I might put a cap in your ass.
I'm going to tell you right now.
You're going to get yours. You're going to get rolled. Something.
I mean this honestly. When I was in Baltimore City schools, particularly in high schools, you have your high school assemblies, and most people had like that flowery garbage at their high school assemblies. Like, you can be whatever you want. We never, and this is not a lie, not one time did anyone ever come in to address us in a positive way. It was always, take a look at the guy to the left and the right. 75% of you are going to jail. This guy's going to die. So I understand people are a little different now, but I'm listening to this like I feel like I'm in the high school assembly being addressed by like a guest that they brought in to tell us that we're all going to die and we suck as people.
Yeah, but I'm with Miles, right? Because it wasn't the quote something like, I should shoot you, man.
Dude.
I'm being serious, dude. If you F with me, you're going to be in big-ass trouble, okay? Okay. Don't smile at me, man. I'm guessing the kid was smiling.
Man, yeah.
That's how people like you get shot.
I'm being serious about this dude is white. If I had to say this dude.
But see, for me,
That's
it's the
black.
way he used man.
Mine is dude.
Where do you have man? Where do you put the man in? Let's see.
I'm being serious,
Yeah, don't
man.
smile at me, man. So
Don't smile at me,
yeah,
man.
I'm being serious, dude, and then later it's don't smile at me, man.
And then when you
lingo.
say people like you end up... Dude.
White lingo, man. It's complete
Yeah.
white lingo. This is as white as white gets.
Don't screw this up, bro.
Don't mess this up, brah.
All right, we'll go white. Final
White
answer.
final answer. We'll find out if this teacher here was black, white, Mexi, or Jewish next.
That was a tease.
You are listening to the Men's Room Radio Network.
Welcome back to the Men's Room with Miles and Thrill.
Profile this takes us to Georgia and a teacher who was none too happy with one of his students, so much so that he kind of basically threatened his life and one day said that he was...
He didn't threaten him, Miles. You make the teacher sound bad. He simply said, I think that someone like you is going to end up with a bullet in your head, and I might be the guy that does it.
Yeah, that's what he
Not
told
a
him.
direct threat. you
Yeah,
know.
by the way, you're getting an A.
Yeah. And Tyler, we asked you, did you believe that this teacher was black, white, Mexi, or Jew? And I believe you said that you believe this guy is white.
Yeah, that's good.
You are
You said man, you said dude.
Ted and I know
did.
white people. We know what the
Yeah.
hell's going. We know that
Yeah,
white
man.
lingo, Chris.
I say man all the time.
Yeah, I'm going to read
I
your
say
quote.
dude all the time.
His quote one more time. I just love the way, because you can just picture him saying it.
Even if he said brother, I knew he was white.
I'm being serious, dude. If you F with me, you're going to be in big-ass trouble, okay?
Big-ass
The
trouble,
fact that you
okay.
add okay to me was like, okay, don't smile at me, man. That's what people like you get shot. I got
People like you.
I mean, right. Well, I think we know what's going on there.
I see what's
I got to bet by the time you're 21, someone's going to put a bullet right through your head. Okay, says it again. And I might be the one who does it. And people that say okay, that's generally a sign of lunacy.
Don't try me, man.
Okay.
Now for all the TV news all the time, it is time for TV Time with Ted.
And now, because your pathetic life is confined to countless hours in front of a talking box,
Armageddon!
the Men's Room presents TV Time with Ted.
If you're into fun and you love to play,
Yeah.
you like funny jokes that put you away.
What
if
is
you
happening?
like to dance to a
It's a theme
slamming
to a
sound,
TV
and you
show.
like having lots of friends around. And if you're one of those kids who lives by the rule that sad is bad and happy is cool. Ooh, little buddy, you're about to see you're in the very best place that you could be. Hey, play along with kids.
I had to play beep out the name.
Oh, I thought they
Okay, I was
cussed.
like, they cuss?
This is HBO.
Yeah, it's play along.
Come join the kids and play along. We got a lot of
I have no idea. But I did think they cussed. Like, damn, I didn't see that coming, man.
bottom in your chair.
All right.
Sit
You want a
your
hint?
bottom in your chair. Is it like Romper Room?
No. It involves a high tech.
Is it is it our kids' age show or is it?
No. Like I watched it. I don't know if you guys watched it. I don't know if Mike even watched it. Here's the hint. It's a high tech puppet.
A high-tech puppet. Teddy Ruxpin?
Lamb chop.
She's not high-tech.
I know. I'm being an
Oh.
Oh, okay, all right.
Did you guys ever watch Lamb Chop's Playhouse?
No.
I would see bits and pieces of it as a kid, and honestly, I did not like Lamb Chop as a kid.
All right.
Just the voice bothered me, man. Like, I knew Lamb Chop was cool. The old broad seemed like she was decent, man, but there's something, as soon as Lamb Chop talked, I'm like, I want to eat that bitch.
It's just
I probably did not think that as a child, but that's what I'm thinking looking back.
The lamb is delicious.
Oh, my. Yeah, without question.
You ever have the lollipops?
Lamb lollipops?
You know, just like the fancy little lamb.
Oh, yeah, like the little, yeah.
Yeah.
God, I'm telling you, man, they're as tasty as they are.
Did it have
cute.
a little mint jelly on the side when you had that? The lamb chops?
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, it's delicious. Best way to serve it. A little rare on the middle.
Yeah, well, Robin and I were talking earlier today about annoying songs. Because somebody in Twitter, what was it? You could have more characteristics for somebody's name. So somebody changed their name to John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt.
Yeah.
And then we started talking about the song that never ends. And you remember the song that never ends?
Huh.
It's the song that never ends. Yes, it goes on and on, my friends.
Oh, no.
So people started singing it, not knowing what it was, and they'll continue singing it forever just because. The song that see, it never ends, Mike.
Never ends.
That's the whole thing.
Keeps going. This is insanity.
We're about to get a lot of hate mail. Thanks.
Yeah, we're already getting it about various things.
Yeah, we get it every single day.
So when we were talking about that today, we were just laughing. Like, yeah, I don't remember algebra, but I remember the lyrics to that goofy song.
Yeah, because it's a song. That's how you learn.
But even with Big Dummy, you know, there's certain things you could add, like, who is the current president? They're like, I don't know. It's a Captain Crunch. You know, the less important it is, the more likely the people know it, right?
Good call. All right. So in the world of sports, there's some guys that stick out for kind of being D's, if you will.
Sure.
I think one of those guys is Conor McGregor.
At least he owns it.
He
I'll
does.
give him that. Because, like, Steve Francis didn't own it, but the biggest D I've ever.
On what level?
Well, he talks a lot.
I mean, talks a racist game. We know that for a fact. He's also Irish, which is just him talking. I mean, to some degree, right?
But that's almost like saying all Irish people are racist.
It's not. I'm not saying that at all.
That's exactly what Miles said.
Yes, exactly. Like, look, I don't know where my family's from, but yeah. So I think the expectations of this guy, he's brash. He's a fighter. He's the top of his game. He and Floyd Mayweather are not too far apart. Floyd has gotten other accusations against him, and as far as the way he's done things,
like illiteracy.
Yeah, and yeah, I mean,
all right.
I don't think he's one of the most hated sports. I think it depends on what you do. You know what I mean? It depends on what level. Like Pete Rose with gambling, or there's a lot of different ways to really hate a guy. It might be,
but like Pete Rose,
Lance Armstrong, or
hey, I'm glad you said Lance Armstrong and Pete Rose. At the end of the day, right? Like, I don't dislike Pete Rose because he gambled on baseball. I don't dislike Lance Armstrong because he cheated.
Did everything
that
everyone else did.
The reason I dislike those people is because they lied to us, lied to everybody, and Lance Armstrong
and killed other people's careers in the process of protecting
and they were
their
like
lives.
vicious about it. So I mean, trust me, I still think Pete Rose gets in the Hall of Fame once he's dead.
Sure,
Yeah.
I think that's the way
sit
they
there
do
for
it.
years and lie to people's faces and not think there should be recourse.
No.
But all right, so I don't like Conor McGregor. It's like an Irish hating weekend.
Irish hating weekend.
I hate McGregor. I hate Notre Dame football. I hate it all.
Well, I will admit that I hate Notre Dame football.
So McGregor, I think, is a little bit brash, a bit of a D. So basically what you're going to hear here, damn it, what you're going to listen to here, it's been a couple weeks.
Here.
Dilly.
Dilly.
Is that his buddy wins a fight in Bellator, right? So you'll hear the announcer
What
say,
is Bellator? Is that a city that I think I know? Like what is this?
it's the second biggest, I'd say, probably mixed martial arts promotion on the planet.
And where is it?
Bellator?
Yeah, where's Bellator?
Well, they have them in all different places, like
Okay,
UFC.
so like I didn't know if it was a city someplace or like it's just the name of the.
Yeah, it's
No, that's
Okay,
the
gotcha.
umbrella, right? Like
Gotcha.
you'd have a
Okay.
UFC in Dublin, you can have Bellator in Dublin.
I follow you. Okay, now I understand.
So, and a lot of guys, there's good fighters at Bellator too. They get a good job. So his friend wins. The announcer talks about it. McGregor goes in to show him some love or whatever, but there's certain rules. You can't run right into a cage afterwards. And then he pulls a move that just seems insane.
It's all over! Just like that! Charlie Ward! He was cut, he was hurt, and man, he uncorked a shot that dropped Redmond. Seconds left to go in the round. And look who's in to celebrate with him. The notorious one! Wow, Conor McGregor trying to go at the referee. I don't know what's going on here.
he runs in. You can watch the video at the Benjamin Facebook page. He runs in, tackles the dude, right? And they're
Tackles the referee?
no, he tackles his buddy.
Oh, okay.
And if you've ever worked or been in a fight, like these are athletic commissions. Like there's rules.
Right.
Like when you can come in, this and that. So he's jumping around with his buddy, and the ref, I don't even know if he was cornering the dude, but the ref is kind of like, hey, like, calm down, like, get out of here. And he starts shoving the ref. I think he almost, like, smacked him. It's just like...
It's the ref, dude. I mean, like, you don't have to like the rules, but those are the rules.
Right, like, you're not even in the fight.
See, that's what happens when you have a big payday.
You think you just go around smacking people?
You don't have enough to give.
Yeah, that's good.
Once you get that payday, because like, look, even what are they going to do? Tell him, hey, you're barred from fighting for a while? No, because he makes too much money when he's going to fight, right?
It's a different promotion,
right? And he made an ton of money. So I mean, look, put it this way, man. With all like this has nothing to do with Conor McGregor, but just the idea of what money does for you. So, all the sexual allegations that have come out lately, and it started with Harvey Weinstein, right? Mm-hmm. And so, like, basically, if you've been in Hollywood and you're a dude, you're up to no good. This is what we discover every single day. If you're a politician and you've been there for more than 5 years, you're up to no good. We see this. There's a guy that they can't even name right now because he now keep in mind, the guy's lawyer says, yes, my client did these things. Yes, he's guilty of these accusations, more sexual improprieties, right? But the guy's a billionaire.
Billionaire and inhabit in London.
They can't name him. The lawyer said
he has been named, but he can't be named in England.
He can't be named. It's like I'm saying, it's just the idea that
he's untouchable.
Once you make a certain amount, and Conor McGregor made a whole lot of money fighting Mayweather. I think your brain gets to that place where it's like, this does not apply to me.
No,
and if it does apply to me, what are you going to do?
Well, that's the old term, right? F you money.
Yeah, I mean that's exactly what it
money.
is.
Anywhere he goes, he's Conor McGregor. It doesn't matter. He could show up at Red Fest. People would be like, "Oh my God!" He could walk around punching everyone at Red Fest. He'd be like, "Dude, Conor McGregor was there. Hit me right in the jaw with everything he had. It was awesome."
That's it.
I mean, I'm just being honest. Like he's probably there thinking, like they should be happy I'm here.
Oh, they are. But you still got to follow the rule of the commission.
I understand that, but you got to think of the mentality of this guy. He doesn't care.
No, he does not care at all.
Yeah, but I mean, like, you don't need him there.
No.
Like you're Bellator. Like it'd be different if you're talking like a local promotion or whatever.
Sure.
But like Bellator doesn't need to sell like, hey, Conor McGregor's gonna be sitting here watching. And at the end of the day, like there's just rules. Like again, these are
it's just the freaking rules,
right,
man.
Like you have no reason to even be upset. You just ran in there. The ref told you get out of the thing, and then you get into it with them. So I don't know. What are they going to do? Ban them from fighting? And
no, there's no ramifications.
And he knows.
And even if they hit his wallet, how are you going to hit his wallet?
All right. Most people, well, a lot of people hate on pumpkin spice flavored things. I like a pumpkin spice. I like it in ice cream. I like a pumpkin spice latte. PSL. I don't mind that kind of stuff.
I do.
You hate pumpkin stuff?
No, I just think it should be labeled what it is. Cinnamon.
Mm-hmm.
Pumpkin spice is nothing more than cinnamon with a different label on it. So just call it what it is.
Do you think pumpkin spice flavored things do good?
I think they probably do, only because they keep doing it.
Just say no. Just say no.
No.
No, it's terrible. It never helps you out, right?
No.
Well, let's take you to Oklahoma. News 4. Pumpkin spice came in handy at this liquor store.
We get all kinds of people in, but we've never really felt threatened or worried. We're really comfortable in our store. It was about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and it was shift change. And I was at the register here, and I was counting it down. And a guy walked in. He had on a hat and sunglasses, and he said, "Give me the money." I didn't think much of it, and I kept counting the money down, and he came closer, and he came at the register, and he was like, "No, give it to me." He was pulling on the register that way, and she was pulling on it this way, and I just grabbed a bottle of Bailey's pumpkin spice, and I looked at Sarah, and she just said, "Hit him," so I hit him over the head with it, and he just stopped, and he backed up, and he turned around and walked out the door. Oh, I wouldn't be afraid to hit him again, no.
I hope she said happy holidays.
So nice. And then I sprayed him with whipped cream, and we all had him for dinner.
I just love that it was pumpkin, specifically Bailey's pumpkin spice.
Because that's going to be the closest thing up to the front of the counter when you're doing your seasonal stuff. You know what I mean? Like, oh, last
happy holidays.
I would definitely buy a bottle of that.
Yeah.
Ted, I'm sorry to backtrack a little bit. I'm unfamiliar with that song you were singing, the song that never ends.
Yeah.
Well, comments came in, and I guess the people that are familiar with the song want to stab you in the face with a fork.
Oh, is it in their head now?
Well, the first one says, "Ted, you son of a bitch," right? And I have no idea what this is about, and I keep reading.
It's not about the song, though.
This one says, "Suck my hairy salty," you can guess. "Ted, that song is now stuck in my head." I sang that song that never ends along with you on the radio. Now I'm teaching it to my kids so they can torment the other kids at school.
Nice.
And F you guys. Song that never ends. I'm 56, and it took most of the 90s to forget that song. You just F'd my whole night.
It's like the penguin joke. That's what the song that never ends is. It's the same as the penguin joke.
I'm glad I'm unfamiliar with it because people are not pleased.
No.
Do you want me to sing it again for you?
Please do, because I'm unfamiliar. Hit it.
All right. Robin, I am singing it correctly, right? It's the song that never ends. Hey. Yes, it goes on and on, my friend. Some people started singing it, not knowing what it was, and they'll continue singing it forever just because it's just the song that never
and it just continues
ends. It goes on forever, Bob. Oh, no. I imagine a little sock puppet, like a lamb chop, singing it.
God damn you, Ted. That effing lamb chop song is stuck in my head now. The comments are still coming.
In all fairness, this only started as Rob and I were talking before the show.
Well, I'm glad you guys managed to pull that off today. Thank you.
Yeah, we were talking about John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt.
Yeah.
His name is my name, too.
But it's not.
Whenever we go
Your name
out,
is Ted
people always
Smith.
shout, say John Jacob Jingleheimer. So
How did that
I was
become
like,
popular?
man, that song stuck in my head. Then we started singing Lamb Chop, and then I figured I would infect everybody that listens to the show.
Well,
what was the song that was stuck in your head the other day from the show? What the hell was it?
Oh, God damn it. What was the tune?
Oh, it was horrible. It was absolutely
I was
horrible.
so mad. I'm like, man, I got to get the song on. And I can't remember what it was now, which is good.
Yeah.
For fear if
I can remember it, I'll let you know.
I know you will, because you're a son of a bitch.
Mm-hmm. I will remember it. I'm going to think real hard now.
Oh, man, I was just so mad. I'm like, I need it to leave my head, man. It's not funny anymore.
Jimmy Kimmel has a lot of funny bits. I like when he has people read mean tweets. This is the Country Music Star edition.
Oh.
The Zach Brown Band is on 3 radio stations at the same time. As you can imagine, this is the worst day of my life. Hashtag hate them.
When Cassidy Pope goes to the bathroom, her name is Cassidy Poop.
I want to throw Blake Shelton off a highway overpass by his legs and watch him get obliterated by a Peterbilt pulling a big stupid house.
If you grow a beard like Luke Combs, don't grow a beard. Thank you, man. I really appreciate that. I'll take some vitamins for you.
Randy Houser has the sexiest voice, but so dang ugly. Hashtag bummer.
Would rather live a musicless life than hear Jana Kramer on the radio. Awesome.
Some say I should just ignore what I think sucks, so today I'm ignoring Chris Young's new album.
Dude from Florida Georgia Line looks like Clayton Kershaw if he gave up baseball and started making music. Me or you? I think that's okay.
Lady Antebellum is the musical equivalent of getting kicked in the sack.
Chris Stapleton proves that ugly people can still win awards.
Little Big Town sounds like they threw a bunch of cats in a bag and beat them around with a tennis racket.
Right? So Mike and I talked about, I was like, I'm sure there's mean tweets out there. You just got to look for them. But man, that is so harsh sometimes.
We could read ours any day of the week.
Ted, you're getting killed.
Oh, people don't like the song?
Well, it's not that people don't like the song, just people don't like the song. So every time you mention the song that never ends, my wife screams and changes the station. I don't know the song, but she's mad now. Next one says,
sorry,
bastard. This one, Ted, you effing a-hole. My kids are now bugging me to sing it, and I don't want it because it's a bad part of my life when I was young. Thanks, effer.
Wow.
Well, sad now.
You really opened this worm can.
I want to kill you because of that song. We continue. F you, Ted. Followed by hang yourself, Ted. Holy F! I was good the first time, but Jesus Christ, I'm hosed now. Nice work, effers.
Keep in mind, we don't do mean tweets. These are just comments that come in all the time on our show. And it happens for the 4 hours that we're on. It happens before we get on, and it continues after the fact.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we could do mean tweets every day for 4 hours if you needed us to. Thank you, Ted. We appreciate it. We've got headlines on the way with Mike Hawk coming up in minutes. You are listening to the Men's Room Radio Network.
The Men's Room returns with Miles and Thrill. Now, let's see what's happening in the real world.
All right, here we go. Woman caught with $1.6 million in drugs after a grenade rolls off her nightstand and then explodes. Meanwhile, a group of senior citizens looks at millennial dating slang to try to decipher their codes. Texas obituary contains story of a man rescuing purring kittens from a burning pet store. A mail carrier shocked when a teenager holding his penis opens the door. And Florida mom leaves her 3-year-old son at home so she can go out drinking. It is time for your headlines.
Now, it's time to hit the headlines. Here's Mike Hawk.
All right, our top story. A man was conducting research on the Chagos Islands when he stumbled upon this sight. That is the sound of a red-footed booby being made into prey by a coconut crab.
Oh, God, man, I read the headline. The crab hunted the bird and started eating it?
So here's the thing. Once thought to actually be scavengers, this is new evidence that the coconut crabs are actually predators. He saw the crustacean sneaking up on the sleeping bird. It was actually in its nest in the tree, sleeping, just hanging out.
Those are the crabs that climb trees.
They're huge. And he went over and he grabbed it by the wing, and it actually busted the thing's wing. The grip was so hard, and the bird freaked out so much that he broke the wing, it fell to the ground, and then more and more came in on this thing.
Well, that's back to that slug you had the other day that waits for the prey to eat another prey that eats it. Like, if I'm that, I'm going to have the crab and the bird cooked together, and it's going to be fantastic.
Bird-meated crab.
That's right. I wonder how the crab tastes.
Red-footed booby?
Red-footed booby.
I say good for that crab.
I'm a boob man.
Yeah.
People have been crushing poor crabs and ripping them apart for years and eating them.
They do go out hard, man.
Yeah, let the crabs get one.
What are you doing? The crabs are done. They stopped knocking on the pot.
What are we having tonight? Boobies and crab.
In.
Count me in. Say no more.
Around the world, the obituary of a Texas man is making headlines because of its lighthearted nature, saying, quote, his family refuses to honor his request to have him standing in the corner of the room with a glass of scotch in his hand and a cigar in his mouth so that he would appear natural to visitors. It goes on to say that he was, quote, killed when he rushed into a burning pet store to save a litter of purring adorable kittens. Or maybe not. We all know how we like to tell stories.
I like this guy already.
Right? Why not?
Mm-hmm.
Guy with a bang.
You're not there. You can say whatever you want.
A while back in Alabama, a man was shopping at his local Walmart when he bent down to pick out a watermelon to buy. While pulling it out of the box, his foot got caught in the pallet and he hit the ground, breaking his hip. He filed a lawsuit against the company for damages, which he has won, and will now be rewarded $7.5 million.
Damn! Look, man, the guy messed up and he got his foot caught in a pallet while trying to reach up to grab water.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't prevent everything.
No.
Like, how in the hell did... I mean, like, I'm not the first person to come to the defense of Walmart, but how in the hell did they have to pay him $7.5 million for an accident? It could not have been prevented. Well, if you put up, like, a wall around the ocean, no one will drown. Well, yeah, there's a lot of things you could do to keep people from doing dumb stuff, but... My God, man.
Calm down with that logic there, Miles.
It just seems a little bit excessive.
It is.
I mean, next thing you're going to want people to take responsibility for their actions.
Yeah, I realize
Thank you. Awesome. All right, moving on. A teenager in Indian River County has been arrested after he followed a postal worker working her route, drove his truck next to hers, and began violently masturbating for her viewing displeasure.
Oh, we're not supposed to do that.
No. It's not really recommended, no. When asked why he was following the mail carrier, he said that he did it because he, quote, found her attractive.
That's how I get most women. When I ask them out on a date, like, I'm going to go ahead and shuck the corn, mama.
Here's how attractive I think you are.
That's very popular these days.
I mean, you should thank me.
Corn shucking, beep, beep.
Kind of a big deal. Damn it. A woman in Liverpool was gearing up for a night out on the town when a bag that was filled with explosive fell off of her dresser and exploded.
It was a grenade.
It was a grenade.
She had a grenade. Who has a grenade?
Her.
Now, everybody was okay when authorities arrived on the scene to investigate. However, the woman was arrested after authorities discovered the $1.6 million in drugs that she had.
That's why she had the grenades. Seriously. You're right. Who has grenades?
People that
drug dealers.
Okay.
Is that what happens when a deal goes wrong, Ted? You just grab it and pull the pin?
It's a good threat, man.
No, I'm just saying, like, if you're not seriously moving a lot of drugs, why would you need a grenade?
I don't know why you would need... Like, who throws a grenade?
You still wouldn't need a grenade regardless, Ted.
Man, look, the bigger the drug dealer I've ever dealt with, the more weaponry they've had.
Correct.
The low-level guy has a switchblade. The guy that deals with him has a pistol. Up and up and up it goes. And you're like, God damn.
That's it for your headlines with that. Mike Hawk is out.
Thank you, Mike. We appreciate it. We'll see you next time for the random question. Your guess is as good as mine, and profile this.
Yes, indeed. It is all true. We be all about this bitch. But we shall return. So until then, please do what you do best. And for Aletha's sake, stay beautiful.